Yo, BJ Gaddour with the Daily BJ. This is workout 5. 2 upper body core movements, 2 lower body movements. We'll show both. Upper body core first. So we're gonna go elevated bird dogs, great kind of rotary stability movement, teaching you how to stack your joints, stabilize the core, and prevent, actually anti-movement, preventing motion. But we'll start the easiest version of this movement. In both cases, we get the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I'm gonna push my hands away from the floor. Push away, protract the shoulder blades. Keep the abs engaged, and then all I'm gonna do is stay on the knees. I go left arm, right leg, and then switch. So it's opposite arm, leg, and I'm not trying to raise up, I'm trying to reach out. All right? Reach. Drive that heel, reach the arm. So you're actually working some glute and lower mid trap, which helps kind of pull the scapula down and back, great for shoulder stability, spinal stability, all right? And then we can increase the challenge by elevating. So we lift the legs off the ground in a bear crawl position. You're gonna get more quad activation. It's also greater stabilization demands here. So I'm locked in, reach, come back. You would not wanna slow this up. All you're gonna try to do is own it better, okay? Good English. Good English, Bloj. Good grammar. Lock it in. Sexual movement. Great way to start the workout. Deadstop push-ups are deadly. One of my favorite ways to teach the push-up because it teaches you how to initiate off the ground for raw strength. So basically a deadstop push-up, however many regular push-ups you could do, you're gonna be much weaker on the deadstop because you can't engage the stretch reflex, kind of that slingshot rubber band effect of coming down and then pulling back up. You gotta create the strength ground up, great core movement. So you always wanna find the hollow body position we talked about in previous workouts. So I'm locked in here, squeeze the legs together, tense the thighs, clench the glutes, crunch the abs, hands here. What you're gonna do is pull, like doing a row, so you're working the upper and the back musculature, rear shoulders, and then from there, I push my hand to the ground and push up, all right? Here, push up, back down, push up. What if you can't do it with the legs straight? You can do it off the knees, all right? So here, come up. Good modification, come up. Now one thing you can mess around with too is you can do this. You could also do this pattern as well. So I can come up, push, I can reach out, push, I can reach there, push. All great ways, different angles to work upper mid back, rear shoulder musculature. So I think you'll enjoy that. So those are the 2 upper body core. Now let's go to lower. I love this one. What we're gonna do here is find some sort of self-assistance. So wall, power rack, anything you kind of hold on to, rail pull, just so we can keep the reps in motion. I'm gonna get that knee nice and soft, that kind of slight bend hip hinge position. And all I'm gonna do from there, I am gonna there's a slight squat to this. You're gonna sink into the hip and knee, but it's really more driven through the hip than it is the knee. So I'm going to hold that, keep as much weight as I can on this, reach through, and come all the way back, and then pull through and work this hip flexor. So I'm getting a mix of flexion, extension on the hip to work the glutes and hip flexors, really sit into it, and then I can really start to speed it up. So make it like a true hip swizzle. So speed of motion will be the intensifier here, and this will be something special for those glutes, hip flexors, hams even. And why I like that stability point, I want to keep constant motion and tension in there. All right, if you're here, you're just never gonna be able to create enough speed to really intensify the movement. It really starts to cook. So again, really sit into the hip, great hip mobility and strengthener, all right? Then we go into maybe the hardest lower body movement this entire phase, pulsing seesaw lunges. So the typical seesaw lunge has one leg. So you do a full minute with left or weak side down on the ground the entire time. The next minute you switch sides and repeat, but both legs are working. So what I do is I stay tall up top. I like a nice opposite arm pattern, reciprocal arm action as if running. You step back, land soft, come right into the next rep. So you're going between a reverse and a forward lunge and always staying down there, all right? That left foot always stays down. Now, pulsing, picks it up a notch. What we're gonna really do is just spend twice as much time in the hardest portion, the bottom movement. My wife just said, my wife just said in her head, I saw it, and then I saw it in her face. What a mistake. 11 years of marriage, 17 years together. This was a mistake. Bad choice. So here we go. I step back, come to the bottom, but go a little pulse before stepping into the next rep. So a little bit of pulse, like a precious little prince, right there. Working his little hips and thighs, all right? Pulsing, enjoying life, because you know what, you can move, and it is a gift. And so is this workout. Bye-bye.